guys, what's up? Just getting back to Fallout 4. A lot has happened since the last episode. Mainly spent the entire time building my settlement up and just pretty much exploring things. Got around to actually exploring all of Commonwealth. The only reason I didn't record that type of thing was just because it takes so much time to really explore every nook and cranny that it's just a colossal waste of fucking time to record me walking around a building for half an hour looking in the corner for a fucking used oil can. So um, didn't want to record that, but I did want to explain a few things about settlements. Some people, I'm guessing, may be a little bit confused at how they work, how to get it set up, all of that stuff, what your options are, what to do, all that kind of stuff. So once this endless loading screen passes by and I'm done looking at this beautiful, whatever the hell this is, I'm guessing it's a shotgun, we will get on that. So all right. So this has pretty much stayed the same. Um, Armor's still got the paint job. Installed a few lights. It's really, really nice. I hate being in the fucking dark. Gives it kind of a homely feel. Moved everything around a little bit. It's a little more organized. Built the dog pen. So, yeah. We'll get out here. Actually, really quick, I'm going to sit and wait for the storm to pass. Just because it's really hard to concentrate while it sounds like a war zone outside, but yeah, did a lot of weapon modding as well. The weapon modding in this game is really nice. It takes a little while to get a hold of, really. Um, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but uh, did do a few things though. We can go through that real quick. So at the moment for weapons, I'm rocking the Tactical Hardened Pipe Revolver Pistol. It's pretty nice. The receiver on it is hardened. It just adds a bunch of damage. The long barrel adds for better accuracy. A few other things. I actually really like the glowing, kind of like I guess quote unquote ACOG sight, and the sharpshooter's grip is really nice as well. Helps with accuracy. A few other things. So that's really nice. Short barrel shotgun I don't really like. It's kind of a last resort type of thing, as you could see in the last video when I got gang raped by all those ghouls. It's not very good. The pipe pistol, that was just something I took off one of my villagers, which I'll get to. The muzzled powerful 10mm pistol, you can actually find this just around on the wasteland. I guess it's RNG for most people, but I found it in a cow. A fucking cow. Brahmin, whatever. Um, Molotov cocktails I just keep in case of shit. And then they have a sniper rifle. The hunting rifle actually is what this is. I've always really liked the hunting rifle in all the Fallout series. They're all very, very good. This has the heavy frame receiver, which turns it into the heavy sniper rifle. Just depending on what kind of add-ons you have for your gun and what kind of mods you have for your gun can change the actual name. So, for example, if you have the revolver pistol, the pipe one, and you add the any long end stock to it, it turns it into a rifle, and then you will lose the pistol bonus. So just be careful of that if you do have the pistol bonus under the perk chart, which is, if I can find it right now. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank right now. Sorry, boys. It's right here, the gunslinger. So pistols, non-automatic. Make sure that it's not automatic. Do 20% more damage. I really like using pistols, so I got that. But anyway, back to the sniper rifle. It's the hunting rifle. It has the heavy caliber. Once you add a long barrel and I think it's a medium-sized scope or more, it becomes a sniper rifle. When you put the medium, I'm sorry. Once you put the full stock on, this thing is a fucking monster. You can literally hit people from the gas station to Concord with this thing. It is an absolute maniac. Um, Cool fact, you can actually put 50 cal receiver on this. That's a little bit later in the game. I think you have to have gun nut 3, so just something to mention. And other than that, I carry a Bottle-Cat mine because why not? So a few things. We'll start back here. I threw in a few beds. This I store all my Nuka cherries and stuff, just because for whatever reason this does not function at all. It does not open. That light was there, so that's that room. I got the milk one. I mean, you can store stuff in here. I don't know why I don't store the Nuka-Cola in there, but you get no benefit from storing anything in there or here. Neither require power. Ham radio, that's all pretty self-explanatory. This is actually pretty nice. I only have one bobblehead right now, but, you know, it's nice just to have. It was pretty cheap to make, honestly. It wasn't too bad. That can be found in the decorations under miscellaneous. This is just something that I found laying around. I took out all the chairs or the stools and replaced them with chairs. I think it just fits a little bit better. In here, I built the doghouse. The doghouse is also found, I think, under miscellaneous. If I'm not mistaken. No, it's just found under regular decorations and then miscellaneous, and then the doghouse is in there. So you can tell him, most of the time you have to instruct him to get in the doghouse. I don't know why. I have him wearing bandana and goggles. If you don't know how to do that, you just find welder's goggles and a red bandana.
Hey.
You'll find them around the wasteland. You talk to him and then trade. And then you can just equip it over there. There are certain types of armor for the dog that you can pick up around the wasteland, but other than that, that's what the dog's doing. He's just hanging the fuck out. Yo, dog. Armor bench, I don't ever use that. I'm probably not going to. You find enough armor laying around. I probably should, though. I've died like 7 times already. This is where I'm going to store extra equipment. Over here, the weapons workbench. Obviously, you have to have that. It's pretty crucial, especially if you want to mod. Modding is pretty easy. It just uses whatever junk and scrap that you have laying around, and you can create different mods. So I like that. You know, I really like the modding system in this game. Plus, it really helps that weapons don't degrade. Holy fucking Lord, Bethesda. Thank the goddamn Christ you don't have that in here anymore. Extra weapons and ammo and stuff I'll keep in here. The Stum Dudes is fucking beast. Big Jim is actually found... Big Jim, I think I found in Concord. After you explore a little bit, you can find it. And the minigun, obviously. If you get rid of that, you know, God help you. Chem plant, I don't use that at all. I hate chems. So, out here, you can see that I have a lot of fucking shit going on right now. It took forever. I spent about 8 hours doing this, and I actually leveled Sanctuary. Everything in Sanctuary is now gone. Except, obviously, the buildings that you can't tear down. So, if we look, people in Sanctuary actually hate me a lot. I know they can betray you. I'm just waiting for that to happen. I wouldn't blame them. This is one of the high command or the high defense posts. I put this on the entrance, so if raiders try and come fuck my shit up, you know, they obviously die. The turrets are actually really nice because they don't require power. They just kind of unlimited run on gas, I suppose, which is crazy as fuck. They are just shooting at the entrance. This is actually where 90% of the raiders come in. I'll get into the other place a little bit later. Now, one thing that I really had a hard time understanding in this game was how they couldn't create like a very solid wall building thing. Stuff like this doesn't bother me. Like, see how they have spaces on them? That doesn't bother me. The computer can't glitch through them, I found out, but you can't connect walls other than in a straight line. So you'll notice that all my walls are straight, and then you get somewhere like here, and that's because these walls will not build into each other. They can't touch, and this can actually fit in the middle. So you have like a gap there, but a gap that small, it's going to be a really low chance that gunfire goes to there. The NPCs do glitch through there every once in a while, but it's not a big deal. Raider bodies just kind of hang out forever. These shrubs are actually kind of nice, especially here at the gas station because you can't go around. You cannot walk through them. I don't know why I put that there. So, more turrets. That one is a heavy turret, I believe. No, these are 2 light turrets. They do a little bit of damage. They're 5 defense, which I'll touch base on. And then these over here are heavy turrets. They're pretty beastly. They shoot really slow, but they fuck the shit out of stuff. So, real quick, I want to talk about electricity just because I think I was confused at first, and if anyone watches this video and was wondering how I did the electricity, I want to show you. So, this comes pre-hooked up. So we'll go out here. This is a light generator. They're really fucking noisy, just like these dumbass fucking turrets. Like, they're so loud. So I put them far away. This is my workshop, so I put them really far away so I can't hear them. So, with electricity, Um, you go into the build menu, find power, and then generators, and just start with a small generator. Medium's usually pretty sufficient for someone like this. For someone like maybe Sanctuary and a few of the other towns, you might want to build a large just because you can do so much with them. But I found that medium and small work pretty well. You want to hit space. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, it says attach wire. You hit space, you have to have copper, and then you can actually run a cord across and to wherever you want to run it. So this is kind of sloppy. You can actually run like a stand. It's one of these. You can build one of these, the power pylon, which I'll get to. You can sit one here, and then you can put a power conduit here, and then that power conduit can actually run there. So I'm just really sloppy, but these pylons are actually really nice. The reason that they're nice is because they kind of think of it almost like StarCraft 2. I'm not gonna lie. It's producing light, so it frees up, or not light. It's producing electricity. It's freeing up wires, and that's how this light and like this light bulb right here and that all that is powered from this because you don't need to wire stuff up. Same goes with like ceiling fans and stuff. They just need to be in the immediate vicinity of a power pylon. Power pylons, they only take up one energy, so one energy or one electricity point to power three lights is pretty damn good. So I'm gonna close that because I like leaving that closed. It gives it kind of a cool feel. So out here, I have another power pylon. I just kind of installed some lights. They go all the way out to here. I installed some lights here and here. And honestly, this one pylon powers these three lights and these two side lights. That's really, really good. So this gives you a general idea. So from this light all the way over here, and then this light back are all powered by this pylon. Um, the next thing is that these are medium pylons, and there's a reason why you want to use these at like the corner of these or these buildings. Um, they're just they're kind of like medium generators. They can just power more under one unit. So I'm gonna go into my options here. You can find all of these in you can find the big pylon right here. Pylon large. You put them in the corner of these buildings, which I think are. I don't know how creative you are. I'm creative, but I also had already spent like 4 hours or 5 hours straight building this settlement. So I wanted a quick way. Under structures, then these are wood, obviously, as you can see, with a little bit of steel, but fuck me. They're under prefabs, and then all the way over. They are massive. I would recommend building like a base for them. You can see the base down here. It's just cement and wood. I would build those. Those are under the floor section, third one in. It just makes it so that there's no gap under the house. Like here, you can see like there's a gap. There's a visible gap under the house. That does not happen when you install these floors. So again, these things are fucking loud, so sorry. Once you get in here, this is pretty much, I guess, I would say my communal area. This is pretty cool. It requires 2 energy. The lamp is actually pretty neat as well, so I'll put a light here. Cigarette disposal thing, I mean, you just store stuff in it. It doesn't actually serve a function, but the nice thing about putting stuff like the jukebox in, or the cigarette thing in, or even like chairs and tables and these ottomans and stuff, that builds your happiness in your village. So if you can see at the top right, I have a 70 happiness and rising, which is great. That's how happy your villagers are. It increases your chance of villagers coming to your town. When you start setting up vendors, vendors are more likely to set up in your town. The outside, I just filled with beds. Because people are fucking freeloaders and they're living in my village for free. They just farm all day. Upstairs, I put a bar in. It's funny because people actually come and sit on these stools and drink at night. They usually don't during the day, but at night, I got like a nice light. I live in Carroll County, which is in Maryland, and it's the country, so I put some deers on my wall. And that's about everything. Up here, American flag. All these things, American flag, the wall mount, they all increase your happiness, and sellers need happiness. So that's this one. come over here. By the way, you just hit spacebar and drag it over there. Another really crucial thing to kind of think about is not installing turrets because they're so fucking loud. But this right here is a beacon. That's really important. When you finally get your settlement set up and ready to attract people, do not attract people beforehand because then you're just going to make way more work for yourself. Don't do what I did. You go over here to power, and then under miscellaneous, it's the recruitment beacon. It needs 1 energy, 2 power, and it adds settlers. So I have 6 right now settlers. You can see at the top left I have 6 settlers. That's from this beacon being on. You have a chance per day. So you're not always going to get a settler per day, you know, that type of thing. So you need to install that to attract people. You just leave it on. There's no sound that comes out of it, but you can find it in your Pip-Boy under the radio. Just kidding, you can't. I'm a liar, so sue me. But yeah, the raiders come in here every once in a while, but turrets for days. This one was the first building I made. This one is a pool table. This increases happiness by a fucking absolute dick load. I had a table with a radio. This one's not as good just because this wasn't the first one I built. Again, same thing. Build out the entire back line full of beds. That way the hobos can have sex on them. And then American flag, obviously. Why wouldn't you? Don't forget about the cats. I mean, you know, websites like Reddit and Tumblr and Imager fucking love cats. Facebook's full of them, so Fallout needs to be as well. They know their demographic. I just created kind of a communal station, and the TVs are waterproof, fun fact. So you can definitely put it outside. Now, one thing I wanted to talk about real quickly are these pylons. The reason why I used large instead of maybe medium or small is because, holy shit, that's loud. They're just big, and they power this entire house, except this far corner. And for whatever reason, like right here, like this piece right here will not get powered by the pylons. So I don't know why, but the generator, I guess, is just too big. Secondly, you have this scavenger place. What this scavenger thing does is it just collects materials and adds them to your supply, which is up here, like the food, water. At the top, you can see food, water, and then it'll also add to your junk. It's really nice. This is the food supply. So when you kill people on the wasteland, like raiders and whatever else the fuck you want to kill, I don't know what your preference is, but you will get corn, that type of thing. That can actually be found under resources, not defenses. You don't eat turrets, but under resources, you go to food, and then you'll just pick up, like, see, corn. I have 20 corn. That's a lot of fucking corn. That's very much excess corn. So that's all there. You plant it wherever. Like here, I'll show you. So I have corn selected. You can only plant it on dirt, so no point in it up there. But boom, look, I just fucking planted corn. Fuck that Minecraft. See that shit? See how fucking easy it was? So you put that there. I just kind of did it in rows. Again, I live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in a farming county, so I put them in rows. Then I got some melons over here. Obviously, 2 sets of melons. I don't know what happened to those melons. Can melons get infected? Oh god. Anyhow. So yeah, the more plots that you have planted, the better your food will be. The more people you have working those plots, again, the better your food production will be. So I really recommend, especially if you want to get a big settlement going, wherever here, Sanctuary, your mom's house, make sure you plant a lot of food because people really like to eat. They will complain and bitch at you. I haven't found the exact ratio. I think when I originally started here, I didn't have enough. I was at like 4 food and 2 settlers, and it was in red. So make sure you just have like ample amount of food. Water is the next important thing that can also be found under resources. I'm not near enough to a lake. That's the downside of here. Sanctuary and other towns, you can actually have the water purifiers, which are nice, but this produces literally just as much. Do you see that shit right now? It literally produces just as much. So, just kidding, it doesn't. But for each, they don't take up that much space. Like, what the fuck else are you gonna put here? So just put, or you gotta have some water here. Again, Look at the top of my screen. We've got 6 people, 12 food. We went over food, we went over water, we went over power. Generators are very important. These things are really loud. And 70 defense. So defense is the next thing we'll touch base on. I hope you guys understand how beds work. If you don't, then there's no help for you. But if you go up here, this is going to be my trading outpost. It's up here and walled in. That way no one can fuck with my traders because I'm greedy. These are defense things, just like the one down there. Your settlement freeloaders will sit here and shoot the shit out of raiders when they come if the turrets don't get them at first. And yeah, so you do that. And I guess one thing I didn't go over is how to assign people to things. So go into building mode, and then press E on somebody. So if you want them to defend your village, you assign them to these. These guard posts they'll just walk around the village. They don't actually stay at one guard post. Like this bitch was actually assigned to the one up there because that one's really cool. And there's another bitch walking around here somewhere, but there she is. So they will walk around the village and just make sure shit's okay. Squeaky clean, you know, that type of thing. Again, fuck walls in this game. Absolute fucking disgrace. Look at the hell. Like, what the fuck? Unless you're building a box, get used to using these things. Like, honestly. This is like a little sectional piece. You'll find it under walls. I don't want to go back into build mode because it's annoying, but... so there's that. What else was I going to do? Explain to you guys. Well, fuck me. But yeah, no, that's kind of what I've been doing. I explored around the wasteland a little bit. I'm going to put a video out soon, probably exploring Ranger Cabin. Nothing was really cool there. There is actually something really cool here at the Vox Disposal Ground, so I'll get that, and the satellite station. So when I get back into my story, I'll go over that. But yeah, that's my settlement. Like I said, it took 8 hours, mainly because it was trial and error. I didn't know how to do shit, but I really hope this video helps you out. Other than that, I think that's everything. I think. I'm not sure. No, it's not everything. So, one thing that I learned like the really hard way is, we'll go in here to transfer. Alright, so shit like Abrix Cleaner, and the industrial grade, and like acid and stuff, you do not have to break these down. This adjustable wrench, you don't have to break it down. Honestly, you don't. So, like, the only way I know how to break anything down is to take it, drop it on the ground, go into build mode, and hit scrap. You don't have to do that. You can just leave this as an adjustable wrench, and if you need steel, it won't use the steel from here, or it'll just use the steel. You'll still have the gear left of the adjustable wrench, so there's no reason to break everything down. Please, again, this is just a PSA, don't load the fusion core from the front of these things because you will get stuck like this. And everything will be off your screen, and he will not walk around it. You literally just go full retard. Trying to think of anything I missed. Honestly, I think that's it. Just be really conscious about the walls. The walls building in this game is a complete disgrace. It makes me just want to shit fire. It's fucking awful. I hate everything about it. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Villagers will walk in, they'll come greet you, they'll say something about raiders, and that's about it. Make sure you are assigning your people. If you have 2 villages and you have one assigned here and one... Thanks. Okay. If you have 1 villager assigned to scrap and 1 villager assigned to food or whatever, and then you get a 3rd villager, make sure you assign them, or they'll just kind of walk around and do whatever the fuck they want. So we don't want that. We want everyone earning their share. They live here for free. Fuck them. Fuck me. Fuck this. I'm out.
Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes